and welcome! It's Evelyn here. Today I want to talk about, do you have a roadmap for your expertise? And I'm happy to be live here on Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. And for those of you who love a bit of efficiency, the way that I've done it today is I've placed my computer behind my phone, and the phone is basically on top of the computer, but it's supported by a stash of Lego cards, jokes, and might be the odd Pokemon cards as well. Hello there. I am really happy to see you there live. Send me some love, do some waving, do all the good stuff. You know, your goal is to distract me and have a laugh on my behalf. And if I keep on track, then I'm doing well. But I actually also really love being taken off the track, because that makes for much more entertaining viewing. Right, okay. Hair moment. Da-da-da. What do you think about my blouse? I'm quite proud. It's so pretty. It's got flowers and everything. So, we're talking about, do you have a roadmap for your expertise? I was leading the Business by Pleasure Club today, and I created a roadmap, a framework that I shared with my clients. And I was quite pleasantly surprised, shall we say, pleasantly surprised by the way that they received it. Because in my head, it's so obvious. Look, business by pleasure, simple. We've got 5 steps we're looking at. The A and O of personal flourishing, 2 capacity, 3 expression, 4 your bliss, and 5 productivity. Now, I can talk about all these for a long time. Number 3, expression is a big one. This is where we go into the digital leadership piece, into intentional positioning, into creating your go-to authority, using video leadership. Simple stuff, right? This is where I teach the video impact course under. Easy peasy. Well, if you're not me, I found out, chances are it's not that easy peasy. It's not as structured in my client's brain. They come to the course, they go, all right, Evelyn, teach me this business by pleasure thing. Show me how to up level and scale my business to 6, 7 figures. 8! Let's go further. Haven't quite done that yet. But help me do that whilst not sacrificing my health and my personal well-being. That's why they come to me. Okay, I say, let's do it. And here I am coaching my little coaching socks off. Today, really warm ones, because it got really cold in the UK again. Is it cold where you are? It's nuts. It was so warm, and suddenly it's so cold. Anyways, I used to think that as a coach, my skill and all that was needed of me is to ask really good questions. And that makes sense, right? Because most people ask themselves quite poor quality questions that lead to mind spinning on quite a low quality level. And if I can help you up level the quality of your questions, your mind will be working on a higher level, because your mind works a little bit like a dog. Then you throw a bone, you're like, poof, catch that bone, and that's the question. And your mind will go, yes, I will answer that question. So we want to up-level the quality of your questions to have more quality answers, more quality actions, and we're up-leveling and transforming business success. Yay, simple stuff, right? Now, I thought that was enough, but as I'm up-leveling my business and it becomes more of a business than a solo enterprise, I've noticed, it's not enough, innit? Especially when it comes to bringing yourself out into the world as a leader, as somebody who has something to say, who has a voice in the world. You need to start talking about stuff. And I noticed with the clients of mine that are coaches, that is a real shift, because our training is about asking questions. But I can't just ask questions on video, because it looks like this. What would you really like to get out of life? And then it gets a bit quiet, because I'm on a live and nobody's talking back to me. Unless you can comment, and we can have a really deep conversation over you texting and me speaking, which is quite unlikely. But I can see it was snowing. Where is your full name Steve? Because you have like 3s and everything. Yeah, so asking questions is wonderful. Elevating the quality of questions is wonderful if you're a coach. But if you want to step in front of the camera and you start leading, you need to have actual things to say. So it's an important step in up-leveling your business to be able to package your expertise into chunks of knowledge that you can transmit. And also, not just that, you want to then create a framework. And that helps your clients have a roadmap, or it helps you have a roadmap, because you're the one creating this transformational journey for your client. So Hi, Tim. Woohoo! There's Tim MacArthur here live joining us. Tim was my first director in England, directing my Diva Eve show. Tim, did you see the other day when I squeezed into the outfit that I was wearing in the what's it called, in the Islington, in the Gate Theatre? I did a video about that. I'm really proud. I really fit it in there. I'm not sure I would still fit in there now. It's been Easter and I've been kind of getting into this place with chocolate. I'm like, it's Easter. People only see me from the top up. I've been stuffing myself with the Easter chocolates. So I'm not showing you my chubby lower part. Only where the six pack starts, right here. That's what you get to see. There we go. I look clever. Thank you, darling. Thank you. We do try. So we're talking about very coaching and business subjects, which is, do you have a roadmap and do you know how to create a framework for your clients? And I'm sharing with you guys that I thought being a coach was just asking really good questions, and I was getting great results with that. But as I'm elevating my business and I'm helping other consultants, coaches, business people elevate theirs using digital leadership, helping them come alive on camera, we need to think about roadmaps and frameworks. And that's what we've been doing today in the Business by Pleasure Club. So I've created my framework, and my question for you is, do you have one? And if not, do you need help creating one? Because when you have a powerful framework, your clients will understand what you're on about, and you'll understand what you're on about. And it's going to be much easier to create impactful, concise, and really incredible, wonderfully working messages that are engaging on video. So, talking about video, on Thursday at 11:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. That's a bit of a shift, right? It took me a while to understand it, from a.m. to p.m. I'll be hosting a Ask Me Anything on Expression session. That rhymes, how delightful. Ask Me Anything on Expression session, which is on Zoom, and you can ask me anything on expression, as the title says in it. And the link will be, I'll put the link in this live again, so you can sign up. It's totally free. And if you have any questions about up-leveling your digital leadership, transforming your relationship to the camera, and becoming extremely authentic and overly dramatic when on screen, then this might be the session for you. Okay. So there we're going to talk about expression because, for example, expression is part 3 of the roadmap that I'm going to say teach now in the Business by Pleasure framework. So the Business by Pleasure framework is my whole big new super cool body of work. And the philosophy that I stand for, it's an anti-hustle philosophy. It's an idea of building your business and your life by fueling your success from extreme well-being. And you can be extreme in your well-being as much as you dare to and like. But the idea is that rather than hustling and working your socks off, I am too, because it's working me just as much. Nobody is perfect here. I'm on a journey. That we are actually looking at, well, what's good for me right now? How can I create and really enjoy the experience? Because quite frankly, at the end of the day, one day when we're old and maybe grey, possibly not grey, just old and not even looking, one day when we have matured in years, but nobody can tell, we want to look back and think, we don't want to think, oh, I'm glad I was so rich when I hit 50 or whatever. We want to think and look back, I'm so glad I did it the way I did it because, and I'm thinking my voice is like that. I don't think it'll be like that when I'm old. But we want to look back and we want to think, I've enjoyed the whole thing. That was my point. Can you imagine? Like me and my thoughts on my own, we have a lot to talk through because I constantly interrupt myself with new ideas. It can be quite tedious. But on the other hand, I rarely get bored. Is that true? Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right. So, do you have a roadmap for your expertise? Yes or no? If no, would you like some help with that? If you do, let me know because I can totally help you with that. If you want to know how to uplevel your leadership through the camera, on Thursday, I'm inviting you to this wonderful event called Ask Me Anything on Expression. And I'm really, really excited to do that live. It's a live free session on upleveling your video leadership. And that's it from me for today. I'm thinking, keep warm, everybody says keep safe. I don't know how we really actually are meant to do this keeping safe thing. Well, I guess sticking to the rules, be boring and all that stuff. Do what needs to be done. And I'm going to read a comment here. You wouldn't be grey when you're old. You'll still look more beautiful then and still have red hair. Well, thank you. Look at that. Steve looked into his magic crystal ball and told me my future. Apparently, I still have red hair then. What about purple? I think purple looks really flattering on some more matured in years later. I'm just imagining myself with like purple curly hair. I think just when I grew up, that's what the I am afraid to say the word, afraid to say old ladies, that because I'm all what is an old lady anyway? But purple hair was definitely something that defined old lady to me back then. I don't want to be disrespectful. I think it's actually kind of cool that they have purple hair. So maybe I'll do it like that. But I'll probably go for like a more dark purple. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm quite aware of that. But it was fun. Thank you for being with me here. Thank you for your lovely, lovely comments. I really enjoyed that. And Facebook people, if you're thinking, what do you mean? What do you mean lovely comments? They're on Instagram. The Instagram people are writing comments and they're great. So Facebook people, you have a lot to keep up with here. Well, thank you. Steve, keep the compliments coming. I'm really enjoying that. Woo, 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 woo! Yay. So, see you guys on Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Thank you for watching and enjoy Instagram, enjoy life, get out. Social media is overrated. Lots of love and see you later. Bye. Boom. Bada boom.